Welcome everyone. How's it going? Right as applause. Welcome to Designing Next Generation of Service with Einstein. Uh, how many of you guys are using Einstein Bot? Show of hands. Anyone? Have anyone built anything with Einstein Bot? Next best action? Anyone? Lightning flows? All right, we got a few hands going up. Awesome. So you'll see a little bit of each in the demo today. So welcome. I'm Pete Dirksen. I'm a technology consultant at Accenture. I've been in the Salesforce ecospace for about 12, 13 years now. It's all kind of a blur. Eight or so years at Salesforce, working with them, and then the last almost 4 at Accenture. So what we're doing is building assets with these next-gen features. Let's get started. Forward-looking statement. Everything you see in this presentation should be readily available to you guys, so this shouldn't apply, but it's good to have in this deck. All right, so Einstein Bots, and bots in general. So 68% of service leaders indicate that bots and virtual customer assistants will be more important in the next 2 years. So there's definitely going to be rapid adoption, according to Gartner, of bots. And it's not just going to be simple use cases, but more complex use cases as well. And Salesforce, Einstein, will help you solve those issues. So why Einstein for next-gen service? It's all about a seamless customer experience. So when we want to recognize who our customer is, and understand the highs and lows of the relationship throughout the customer journey. Hopefully more highs than lows. We want to anticipate what the customer wants to do before they realize what they want to do. So in a sales context, this could be upselling a new product or a premium offering based on a previous purchase. In a service context, this could be offering access to an online training module based on a product they have. So customer touch points throughout the journey should be pretty, they can be simple, just like hitting a website, getting a piece of information. That can be a customer touch point. Or they could be a lot more complex. So let's say your customer is calling you up asking for assistance with installation of a specific product. So they could be needing assistance, like guiding them through a complex set of steps. Behind each of these transactions and customer touch points is a business process. So you really should be thinking about the business process of your customer interaction as you build out these next-gen features. In the past, this is my personal opinion from about 12 years in the ecospace. I don't know if this is an Accenture validated opinion, but I think a lot of the focus in Service Cloud has been around self-service and deflecting the customer interactions. You saw this with communities, the launch of knowledge and ideas. Those are really kind of one unidirectional customer going to a website, getting a piece of information, logging off, interaction over. It's not really an interactive relationship with the company. But with this next wave of features, it's going to bring the customer and the company closer together and really enhance the interaction between customer and company. So customer engagement will actually increase, and you'll see a lot more value from your relationship with these added value interactions. These features are great for your service agents as well. I have a support background. Before I was building these tools out in Salesforce and implementing, I was actually working in customer support. So having these tools on the support side as well will be great, is great. So back in the day, I worked in Salesforce for Premier Support. And despite my knowledge of the platform, there were questions that came to me. I still had to do the occasional password reset, et cetera. So simple tasks were still given to support agents like myself. But you really want your service agents to be focusing on kind of the advanced processes, which require a higher level of skills. And using lightning flows and Einstein bots, you can seamlessly transition between the simple requests and hand off to a customer agent to work those requests. So let's start talking about Einstein bots. They're very flexible, so simple processes can be built out and handled through clicks, not code. If you have advanced requests, you can use Apex callouts. You can integrate with flows as of winter 19, which is awesome. And this really facilitates the ease of handoff. So your Einstein bot is gathering information from your customer. But then, let's say they want to perform a secondary transaction that builds on that first transaction. You want that information to be passed on to the customer agent. And you can do that with Einstein bots, which I'll show in a minute in the demo. So based on the context of how you're using the bot, you can have your bot collect information and then pass the information on to your agent for assistance in the proper context. Next, we'll talk about Einstein NBA, next best actions. So it's basically a rules-based recommendation engine, point and click interface. You can drive inputs from multiple objects, external systems, to give you the recommendation at the right time. You build it out using Strategy Builder. It's a point and click automation tool inside of Salesforce. Lightning flows, a lot of you have experience using them. Process-based, you really want to think about your flows from a process perspective and kind of understand both the inputs and the outputs of your business process as you're building out these flows. They can be dropped into Lightning App Builder pages, communities, pretty easily, drag and drop. Flexibility to integrate with external systems and through platform events. And let's put it all together and do the demo. All right. So I'm Patty Smith, and I am interacting with First National Bank. I've logged into my online bank website, and I want to perform some simple tasks. I had this experience just this morning because after TDX, I'm leaving on PTO, so I needed to set a travel notice. And I went through about, I'm not going to name the bank, but I went through about 10 clicks, and it was a huge hassle just to find out where to set a travel notice inside of their online portal. But with Einstein Bot, you can do it in very few clicks here. So because I'm logged into the portal as Patty Smith, the bot identifies me, so I can start chatting with the bot. One component of bot design, which I think a lot of people overlook, is you don't want to trick your customers. Identify yourself as a bot. Give it a little bit of personality, but you want to identify that the customer is interacting with the chatbot. So I'm going to show the simple transactions first, and then move back to this. So like I said, you can have simple transactions where you're just gathering information, or you can have complex transactions. And we built a menu here for some commonly asked for requests. One is maybe getting a routing number. So you can either select from the menu and get that information, or you can type free text. And you can get it either way. So this is what's called an intent. So your bot over time can learn how to process natural language and bring back the information the customer is requesting. And time dependent, I'll show you that in the setup. But let's restart this bot and show a little bit of a more complicated transaction. So I'm Patty Smith, log back into the bot. And you notice here, so the bot has learned that Patty is going on vacation. She's been tweeting about it on social media. So it proactively recommends, hey, Patty, would you like to set a travel notice on your cards? So Patty clicks yes. Where are you planning to travel? So Patty types in Paris. She's planning to leave on June 4th, return June 11th. And the bot is smart enough to look at the cards on her account and ask her if she wants to set the travel notice on some of the cards or all of the cards. We'll select all of the cards. It pulls the contact number from her to confirm. And then it provides the travel plan, which you submit. It sets the travel notice on the card. It opens up a case, but it also comes back with a recommendation. And the recommendation here is because she's traveling for a week out of the country, maybe she needs some travel insurance. So she can say yes, same as last time, or no thanks, but I'm going to select help me choose here. And the conversation or the interaction with the bot is seamlessly handed over to the service agent, who I'm logged in as in this window. So I'm logged into Omnichannel as Linda Turner, the service agent. She sees the case pop up. She selects it. And it launches a flow. So she can see the chat in this previous window, but there's a lightning flow here on the left-hand side, and it pre-selects travel insurance. User can go through. We validate that Patty is who she says she is, and then we move on to servicing the request. And the travel details from Patty's request are pre-populated here. So she's leaving June 4th, coming back June 11th, one traveler, and she's going to France. But you may have noticed I typed in Paris. So based on how you train your bot, you can say, oh, put in a list of cities, and then have it recognize, hey, this travel notice should be set on a country basis for France. So she wants to help me choose. So I'm bringing up a list of options for you. Click next, and it brings up travel insurance based on the context of Patty's request. And she can select the travel insurance and complete the purchase. Should we charge your on-file card ending in... I'm not going to switch back. We'll assume she said yes. and then complete purchase, and the travel insurance is portion is wrapped up, and it offers to uh, do any additional items. So we could select additional components here and kind of walk through those flows as well. Um, so see how much time we have. 4 minutes. So do any of you guys have any questions about Einstein Bots? This is kind of showing a kind of simple interaction, handing off to a more complex interaction. Yeah, go for it. That's a good question. Kayla, do you? It depends on what you're trying to train, or what the type of. Um, what was that? The more data, the better, I guess. I mean, I can show you after this in the setup, kind of the intent training side of things, but I don't think we have time in 3 minutes to get to that. But from a this is some other uses of Einstein. So this is the service agent looking at Patty Smith's customer 360 record. We've got a lightning component here in the middle showing their relationships. But on the right, we've got attrition risk. And these predictions are another component of Einstein. And it shows not just the prediction of the attrition risk, but also the reasons behind it and ways to improve it as well. So with 3 minutes left, I will leave the demo as is and just kind of open it up to other questions that you guys might have. All right, thank you very much. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to contact me on Twitter at the Mayor Pete. So thank you very much.